another can of worms. But I think it's the time to be bold. It's the time to be brilliant about it. Let's get the right people involved, and I think we have. And be bold and do something.
I think the mere fact that you said people involved, if we're just going to do a tidy up, council could make that decision around this table as a capex and say we do this and this, three things, and that's it. If you just want to say, hey, it needs some more work on how far that major development goes.
Absolutely.
Right. Councillor Van Roy.
Councillor Guest has pretty much summed up what I was going to say.
All right, if we're looking at a development, how big it is, we are recognising as a council to make, and we haven't got it out well enough, you know, that Leith Place development, whatever it is stage one of a general development. It's not an end in its own result. And we all agreed on that, okay, that there is going to be a progressive development of Tokoroa stage 2 and stage 3 as it goes forward. Is this agreed?
Yes. But there is no money being put for stage 2 and 3, which I think if we are going to do that, we actually do have to. And even in the long-term plan, there's not any funding, is there?
Well, we can't really sort of say put money in a stage 2 or 3 until we know we're doing stage 1.
No, but we've had nominal sums. 2.7 is a nominal sum, so we haven't got placeholder or anything, and I think we need to start looking at that if we are going to do 2 and 3.
But we have said that there isn't anything out of the 5 million. You might be able to convince the Drive Trust to put some in. It just made $1 million. But at this stage, we're doing stage 1, but we recognise we're going back to the populace, to the general public, that we have. It's not the end of the line.
Yeah, no, correct, Your Worship. And I think something that's going to be very, very important out of this once we get going on stage 1 is having a very clear fundraising plan around phase 2, phase 3. In fact, even maybe additions to phase 1, because there are a lot of funders out there that we can go to that we haven't actually considered.
Because that's right, but we're also doing this for Potato and Tega at the same time as well. So the impost on rates could be significant. So we actually do need a plan for that as well.
It will be a public consultation thing. So as long as we are recognising that, now if you're doing all that, that we have disbanded the steering committee. And although we've talked about a working party, we now need, formally at council, to confirm that we have a working party and who is on it, or say, no, we don't want a working party, council's going to do it all. Is there any councillor here who doesn't want the working party to become part of this and wants to do it all by themselves? Oh, that's strange that, isn't it? So, the constitution that we suggested from the working party is, I forget.
Sorry,
Can you tell us what it is, the working party? Give me the names.
The working party is, sorry, can we go back to that first page? The second page on that. So our working party is suggested as per the board. So His Worship, Deputy Mayor, Councillors Gash, Lee, myself and Ben Smith, we were all part of the steering committee initially. Our 3 consultants who we've introduced you to, and then Karen, John and Larry, as well as our business association representative. So as a project manager, Julie Christensen, but / Sarah Flavel.
So Julie Christensen goes, project manager becomes Sarah Flavel. Is there anybody else who would like? Councillor Glusina, Councillor Machin, do you wish to come onto this committee and make the decisions rather than, and take responsibility for it rather than...
I'll just make one comment, and no, I think the councillors that you have suggested here are the right ones to be on that committee. I believe even if we go for a tidy up, it needs to be a super tidy up, and these people are the people to tell us what we should be doing.
Councillor Glusina, do you like to have your name added up there, take responsibility for it?
I'm happy with the quality of the working party. I think they've got their sort of focus exactly right, and just wish them the best in coming up with the right answers. But I think the focus that you've developed is right.
Councillor
I have concerns. We are talking 2.7 at the moment, and I'm fully aware it will be stage 1, so it will be a considerably greater sum of money. And all I want to say is the district is larger than just Tokoroa, so we need to think, where is that money going to come from? What does it mean for the rest of the district? So that needs to be kept in mind. I know it can't be answered, and I offer my services to go on to that committee in recognition that the district is larger than just Tokoroa.
I'll support that, absolutely I'll support that, Councillor Van Rooyen.
And of course we have accepted, just to answer your question, we've accepted the Katauri going forward and placed, a major amount of money out of that, and we've just done the T-Rail one going forward and given them 200,000 as well. So I think the concept that it is that we as a council have only looked at Tokoroa, where we've actually looked at the development of all 3 towns on how they can capitalise on revitalisation.
As always, once money has been earmarked for, say, for the Tokoroa part, that then makes it harder, or it makes the whole project much larger than that. So I think it has already been accepted. There is going to be a lot of money required, and it's Councillor Secretary that is going to have an input on rates in the future. And it's not recognised in the long-term plan as
I think the mere fact that we put 90,000 into the Katauri concept plan, we know that's going to be bigger than that, and that will happen. If people think that we can go forward across our district, without putting money into it, we are in trouble, and if we wish to do things, it is. And Mr. Hobbs?
I just want to remind councillors too that you actually got a mandate from the community through the $5 million community grant program. So the district as a whole did approve the money being invested into Leith Place. So I appreciate you talking the future, and we're not talking just the 2.7 million. But certainly the 2.7 million you have been given a very clear mandate through that consultative process.
Councillor Bell.
Yeah, I'm happy for the working party to do the whole thing, but I perhaps need something in there like some reporting to the rest of us.
Well, we'll come back to that. You're coming back as you look through that. All right, with the addition of Councillor Van Rooyen onto that, would somebody like to move that be the constituted working party to start development? Moved by Councillor Machin, second by Councillor Gash. All those in favour, please say aye.
Right. Can I have a question, please, Ruth, if I did? This is a community working group. I know when it was first started, there was concern that there were no community members on there. And I'd actually just like, because it has always been a beef of mine, that I have lived here for a very long time, I've paid rates here for a very long time, and I've been part of this community for a long, long time, and so has Councillor Gash, so has Councillor Lee, and so have you, Your Worship. So I think, I don't know what we became before we actually had to make it a working party rather than a steering group. So what I'm asking too, after I've had my little say, is this a community working party? So
no, it's a working party of council. Of
council, okay. So when the elections come, we're gone. Whoever, if we don't get on or we don't stand or anything like that, those people are gone.
I would hope that if you do your job properly, they will have actually done their job by the election.
Right, thank you.
Please, you're not thinking of sitting on your hands, are you? Thank you. All right, now in terms of council, you've elected the working party, you have to look at what powers, what are you asking them to do? And I'm suggesting is that as the plans have come forward and you've